Far.
Jack, would you like to take us through the transfers in and out ahead of this game week?
Yes, I will. So, as always, we'll start off with our top 10 transfers out. And as always, there's some big hitters on this list.
It's going to be Bale, isn't it? Number one.
I'm not sure if it's number one, but
it's the first two are Spurs players. It's not Bale, it's Son, who has been shipped out still with his big flag. We need more information. I think that's the easy answer with that one. I'm sure Mourinho will have something to say in the next day or two. Yes, as you say, Jim, Bale is number 2. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is coming in at number 3.
Wow.
Unsurprising.
Yeah, unsurprising. He hasn't had the best season. That said, he still scored 9 goals, which is the majority of... increasingly so the majority of some other teams in the league. So I say that he is expensive, and I don't think I'll be considering him. But we go back to Arsenal's fixtures. I mean, they've got
it's looking really tasty.
They've got Liverpool next, but then you've got Sheffield United, Fulham, and then Newcastle and West Brom in the next 5. So that's very interesting for any Arsenal fans. Ollie Watkins is number 4. Not surprising for me. He's not scoring enough goals for Villa. Patrick Bamford is still being shipped out. I don't understand it. He's got a goal and assist in his last game. And he's got Sheffield United next. I mean, if mental.
That makes no sense to me whatsoever. If you're one of those people, you have given up your right to play fantasy football.
It's literally just the flag, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, everyone got him out for the flag, and then he goes and gets 11 points. I mean, he's had a great season. I can't say anything else. Then so he's number 5. Number 6 is Lewis Dunk. I think people were jumping on him for the Newcastle game. He got the clean sheet, and then they quickly remembered the next 3 fixtures, which are United, Everton, and Chelsea. Now is not the time to have Brighton defenders anymore. Absolutely not. No way.
That window has closed.
Yeah. Saka is number 7. Who does have a knock. Yep. That's a bit more understandable. He was out of England duty. You got Gundogan coming in at number 8. And then you got the 2 West Ham boys in 9 and 10, Souček and Antonio.
Okay. I mean,
a little confused with Antonio.
I'm confused with Antonio. I understand Souček, but again, did he not do bits in the last game week?
No.
He scored, but he also scored an own goal, which was unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So yeah, he was busy, but at both ends of the pitch, which isn't ideal. I just think longer term, you got Lingard, who I'll start top 10 shortly. He is number 1, but with Souček, I think he's naturally dropped back into a more defensive position that he's known for, and Lingard is just.
But did he get a hat trick in for his international team?
But the thing is, internationals mean very little to the Premier League, because you go and play for your team against, well, in some cases, real opponents. Like, no offense to San Marino, I'm sure that English fans are going to hate me for this, but like, come on, let's be real.
No, we all get it. We get it.
I think
San Marino shouldn't be a country because there's only like 3 people in there.
Yeah, they've got a bare 11 just based on how many people are in their country. It's fine.
I think their captain is he's an electrician by trade, and he just naturally starts rolling. He's the centre back, and then he starts rolling up next to Mason Mount and Harry Kane. I thought the thing was quite. Oh, Harry Kane didn't play, but thought it was quite funny.
Jeez.
Tottenham transfers in, yeah. So you got Lingard, number 1, who's looking great, to be honest. If I had him, I'd hold. He's looking very good for West Ham. Bruno Fernandes is number 2. A lot of people getting back on him. Mason Mount is number 3, who I love him as a player. FPL, I'm less convinced, but I do think he's.
He doesn't always start. That's the thing.
No, but he's also like not the main man. He's not going to score all the goals. Yeah, he puts in some nice balls, but I don't think he's an FPL king.
I've just given up on Chelsea attackers this season. I think Kai Havertz. I think we talked about him on a couple of pods ago. I think he'll come good in the next few weeks. I think he's looking pretty decent for Chelsea at the minute. But Werner, Ziyech, Tammy Abraham, Giroud could score 2 goals at any minute, but you never know when he's going to play. Like it's just too risky. Mm-hmm. Kevin De Bruyne is number 4, who I regret not having him. I think he's such a good player. I just look at
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Bale out and bring De Bruyne in.
Yeah, but I mean, don't forget that City are blank in game week 33.
I might make a bold move with City players. I haven't quite decided on it yet, but I feel like the only City player I want for the run-in is De Bruyne, and he takes up a massive chunk of the budget. They've still got the League Cup, Champions League, and the FA Cup to play. They want to win them all, and the league, as we all know, is going to be wrapped up. So I anticipate that players like De Bruyne, certainly Gundogan, maybe even Diaz and Stones, to be honest, there'll be rotation threats because the league is the league is done. Like they'll still play, but they'll play in all the games that aren't associated with FPL, I would imagine. And they have the blank in game week 33. So I think City are risky for me. I'm not sure.
I mean, they're not really risky, are they?
They're entirely risky. Yeah. Jim, they've won the Prem and they're already a rotation heavy side because their squad is so strong. They're challenging for other things. They don't care about the Prem anymore. They'll stick out. They'll put Zinchenko at centre forward for all they care, and they'll probably still win.
I'm really questioning. So I'm doing it right now, and I've got De Bruyne in for Bale, because I had a lot in my bank, and he looks good there.
James, I don't do that. Double game week coming up. See how this game week goes before making that transfer.
Yeah, James, make the change, James. Hit transfer.
I mean, I'll have 3 weeks. I'll have 3 weeks of De Bruyne, and then I can bench him or get him out.
That's stupidity.
Why? I've got 3 weeks of it against Leicester, Leeds, and Aston Villa.
The Leeds game. The Leeds game. Oh.
Yeah, look. Against Leeds,
salivating at what that could look like.
I know.
Look, away to Leicester, I don't expect he might turn up because he could turn up at any moment, but it's a hard game. Against Leeds, fine.
Exactly.
If you still got a triple captain, do it.
And then I can bench him for the game week 33, and then they're against Palace, and then they have Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton, Everton.
But also, think about it. Is he going to play all of those games?
Yeah.
But think about what we just said. The league is wrapped up. If you're Pep and you're playing against someone like Leeds, but then you're prepping for Champions League, League Cup, FA Cup, are you going to be like, look, I'm going to play my main man against a team which we should smash? I think he'll give Foden a run out in midfield.
I hear you, but is he more of a sure bet than Bale?
Yes, he is. He is. But the thing about De Bruyne is and you still have your triple captain, Jim.
Good one.
Oh, do you not? Funny. Oh, I genuinely thought you did. I thought
you prick.
No, if I still had my triple captainship and I had De Bruyne, I'd be slamming it on that Leeds game, no question. Yeah. That is the kind of game that could end up 7-0 because just of the way that Leeds play. Like they're so open, and I can't see them scoring against. I can't see Patrick Bamford
scoring.
They definitely will score. It will be something like 8-1.
No, I reckon it'll be more like 6-3.
It's just going to be a nuts game. I don't know. It's one to think about. Anyway, De Bruyne is number 4 on the list, and then you've got Iniacho, who's number 5.
Yes, we need to talk about him. He has been huge as of late.
He's been super.
Thing is, I worry what his role is going to look like when Barnes and Maddison return, but they're still a little ways off. And you know what? Maybe Brendan Rodgers is going to figure out a different formation to fit him in, because a man like that in form, he would not be touching my bench if I was him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like he's scored 5 goals in 3 games. I think he's done enough. I think he's done enough to show that he's worthy of a shout. But it is interesting because you got to fit in Harvey Barnes and Maddison somewhere, and what you could be left with is if you have both of them playing along with Vardy and Iniacho, then you need some really strong CDMs in there. You got Ndidi and someone else.
Good. Indeed, and Tielemans, I think, would do the job.
I think so. So yeah, Iheanacho's number 5, and then you got Jota number 6, who's obviously looking great, doing really well on the international break as well. Harry Kane is number 7. Unsurprisingly, Luke Shaw is number 8, who continues to keep playing incredibly well. Great season he's having. Azpilicueta is number 9, and Gundogan is number 10.
Gundogan's on both lists. All right.
He wasn't on the out list.
No, he was. He was on the out list.
Was he? Yeah. He was like number 7, wasn't he?
He was number 8 on the out list and number 10 on the in. So his value is, if I had to take a guess, it will be staying exactly the same.
Yeah. Thing is, good. I feel like the ship has sailed for Gundogan. If you have him, not a bad decision to hold on. If you don't have him, I don't think now's the time to get him.
True.
That's my personal opinion. I think in a couple of weeks, it's gonna be a toss up between him and Stones, who leave for me. It's probably going to be Stones just because he's been rotated more often than Gundogan recently. But as I said, I think it's time for a bit of a City exodus.
Faff.